Good morning, everybody. It it's Tuesday, and in the small group we weighed in yesterday, and I am so excited to announce that I actually lost 2 pounds over the Thanksgiving holiday. Woohoo! Who does that, right? So I'm steadily moving down again. Uh, was I totally on plan as far as the McDougall's program for maximum weight loss during the break? No, but I would probably say about oh 90%, 85, 90% during those 4 days. I tried really hard, and it was my intention. Hopefully, I said, to be able to lose at least a pound, at least not gain during the Thanksgiving holiday, and I did not. And it was pleasing to me. You know, my son, the one I told you who allowed me to help him um, uh, reverse his type 2 diabetes, one day he asked me this question. He said, "You're doing these things a lot. You're working with people. You have this weight loss group. Why are you not losing weight anymore?" And that was such a profound question. And the answer is, I've lost a lot of weight. I've just been losing and gaining back the same 20 pounds for almost 2 years. At the beginning, I lost 60 pounds. That was huge. And it made a huge impact on my appearance, on my health, and in a lot of different ways. But then, here comes this crazy cycle of mine. I'll lose, I'll get almost in the 20s or in the 20s, low 30s, and then boom, something happens and I have to take steroids. And y'all found out what steroids do to me. Weird, I know. But then what I would do is during that period of time, I say to myself, oh, well, I'm going to gain anyway. And then I go out to eat or I do something, as far as my nutrition is concerned, that it does not necessarily help my quest for weight loss. And those sorts of things with me cause huge gains as well. And these are gains that don't go away in like 5 days. I was sure that part of this was going to go away soon, but it's lingering. It's just lingering, and it's just going to take time. So I'm on my way back down, and hopefully, when I get in the 30s again, I can continue that downward trajectory. And not pop back up with some type of an issue. Have not been sick. Wake up, congested most mornings, but it goes away by the time I start moving around. Have not even had to take Zyrtec, and I've taken Zyrtec, all of my adult life until probably 2 years ago. And when I feel like something. Some type of, allergy or something like that is coming, I'll take one every now and then. But to say I take Zyrtec regularly like I used to, I don't at all. There are a bunch of little things that I notice that I'm not doing on a regular basis anymore. But as far as my situation is concerned, I have got to be very, very careful to get this weight off because, as you've heard me say before, excess weight in and of itself is it's a major health problem. And the older you get, the worse this problem is, and your body is not as forgiving on a daily basis. And and the reality hit me, just recently. I am going to have a major milestone birthday this month. And, birthdays are one of those things that I like to remember other people, probably because mine was forgotten a whole lot. I had that weird birthday, December 30th, right at the end of the year, 2 days before New Year's, Just, one of those both birthdays that's easy to forget. However, this year, I'm going to turn 60. 60. Scary. I'm officially an older person. When you're in your 50s, 50's the new 30, right? When you're 60, you're old. You're getting older. And there's nothing I can do to stop that. It's the reality hits you in the face, and you realize that, that you probably have, or most definitely have, fewer years to live than you have lived. And I want those years to be vital for me. There's still some things I just can't do, and can't get my knees back. I've had 2 knee replacements, can't get them back. I can ride my bike, which is what I'm doing now. I do this just about every morning. But even taking long walks in the neighborhood, it hurts sometimes. And I need to try to do that more often, especially when the sun is shining, because I do take my vitamin D. And the best way to get vitamin D is to walk around outside when the sun is shining. That's one activity that I just don't care to do sometimes, because if I'm too far away and my knee starts hurting, or knees start hurting, there's not a whole lot I can do until I can get home. What I have decided to do is to see a doctor, because I changed insurance companies, and actually wellness companies. I'm with Kaiser now. One thing that I like about Kaiser is that they are huge proponents of plant-based nutrition, and many of their doctors know a lot about plant-based nutrition. But and so what I'm going to do is I already have an appointment scheduled for next Tuesday. I'm going to meet with the orthopedic doctor at Kaiser, so that they can, because they're not the ones who did my knee replacements, either one of them. So during that visit, I'm going to let him take a look. I already had the x-rays done. I did that a couple days ago. So he's going to take a look at my knees, kind of just take an accounting, see where things are. And I'm also going to request some sessions as far as physical therapy is concerned. I think isolating the muscles around my knees will be helpful, and it'll force me to do some kind of specific exercises that might get me motivated to start going to a gym again. Still haven't started going to the gym regularly. I'll pop in there every now and then, but I haven't been going regularly. I used to go on a pretty regular basis. And I just realized something yesterday when I was thinking about going to the gym, and I didn't go. And and this is pretty profound of me, so hear me out here. Okay, I'm pretty much alone. My son lives with me, but other than that, I'm by myself. And one of the rationales that I used to have as far as going out to eat is concerned was I needed to be around people, around grown-ups, because I'm around kids all day. I need to be around grown-ups. I like people watching, so I go to a restaurant, blah, 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 blah. And then I said, self, can't you get the same thing accomplished if you go to the gym? You're around grown-ups. That's an opportunity for you to people watch, as you call it, and just on a pretty regular basis, spend about an hour at a gym. You're not eating anything. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. You're getting more involved with what can help you as far as your weight loss is concerned and your health. And I agreed with myself when I had that little conversation, but did it make me go to the gym? No. Not yesterday or the day before, but I'm thinking about it, and it makes sense. And so I'm thinking that, well, if the doctor, you know, will agree and allow me to do some physical therapy sessions. The nice thing about Kaiser, it's hard. The bad thing about Kaiser is it's hard to get to see a doctor on, you know, on your time and in your area. They have some wonderful facilities, but if there's not one around, it's a bit of a problem. But as far as physical therapy is concerned, they do allow me to go to a specific physical therapist that's right by my school, right by where I work. So they do contract out with some of the physical therapy agencies, and this particular one is right by where I work, which is, you know, which will work for me. So that's my plan as far as the next couple of weeks are concerned. This time of year, you got to have a plan. You have to have a plan. You can't say, oh, well, I'll just wait until January. You have to have some kind of a plan to keep this on your mind. A lot of you who are watching this video, you're either wanting to lose weight, needing to lose weight, you know someone who needs to lose weight, you're transitioning to a whole food plant-based diet, and you have some health issues. And so the thing about it is that during the holidays, you know, starting with, usually ending with Halloween, that's usually when it starts for teachers. But, you know, starting with Thanksgiving, and then you have Christmas, and then you have all the parties. Now is the time to begin planning what you're going to do. What are you going to put in your life to help you to become as successful as you want with this particular stage of your life? And it's a day-by-day situation. You can't just throw caution to the wind. You can't do that, because we'll end up on January 1st, increased another 20 pounds, and then we're, you know, woe is me on the 1st of January. Let me, you know, do something else. No, let's start now. Let's just start now. In the small group, we have our last challenge, started yesterday, and the food protocol in that particular group is mostly McDougall Program for Maximum Weight Loss. And so that's the program that the majority of the people in the group follow. Some of us in the some of us in the group include more beans in our diet. I'm sort of a half McDougall, half Furman person. So I do include beans and berries, and try to get raw onions as often as I can. I eat mushrooms every single day. The hardest part that I have, as far as Furman is concerned, are the huge salads. I don't really care for salads. But there's just some decisions that I'm going to have to make. And at this point, that's all of us. You know, we've got to make some decisions. And every single day you have to make a decision. You know, is today going to be the day that I am going to be as compliant as possible? Okay, here comes tomorrow. Let's do the same. Talk to yourself. Figure out ways to make it through that day. Figure out ways to make it through that event. And we'll be okay. Let's make it through the holidays together. Okay, guys, that's almost my 15 minutes. So I am going to, I don't want YouTube to give me a problem. And I just sort of rambled this morning, but I just wanted to say hello and to let you all know I'm doing well and I'm feeling pretty good. And y'all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again, and probably on Friday. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.